From the White House, we'll now go to the Kremlin, where the Russians are saying, don't blame us. Clarissa Ward is in Moscow.
As U.S. officials pointed the finger at pro-Russian separatists and their sponsors in Moscow, President Vladimir Putin laid the blame elsewhere. This tragedy would not have happened, he said, if the fighting had not been restarted in the southeast of Ukraine. Russia's defense ministry went further, blaming the Ukrainian military. It claimed that a Ukrainian Buk anti-aircraft missile battery, like this one, had been operational in the border region, though the Russians stopped short of saying there was any evidence that it fired the fatal missile. Russian citizens today laid flowers outside the Dutch and Malaysian embassies. But the tragedy has put the Russian government in an awkward situation. One of the military commanders of the separatist rebels in Ukraine is Igor Girkin, a Russian citizen. Earlier this week, Girkin took credit for allegedly shooting down a military aircraft. And a recording released by the Ukrainian government caught another commander telling his Russian handler that his men had shot down a plane, making it more difficult for Moscow to avoid responsibility for the rebels' actions.
And Clarissa's joining us now by the Moscow River and the Kremlin. Clarissa, you recognize the voice of that commander on the tape.
I do, absolutely, Scott, because that commander, Bies, actually detained our crew in Ukraine a couple of months ago. We were stopped at a checkpoint. We were blindfolded. We were held for hours. One crew member was beaten. No reason was given for the detention. And we were only released, apparently, Scott, after a Russian commander intervened and gave the order.
Clarissa, thanks very much.